All right. Hey, what's going on? How's it going? If you're watching this live right now, I want to say thank you for getting on live with us. In this live presentation, what we're going to do is we're going to show you a simple three-step process that regular people, just like you, who are trading in the markets, are using to see consistent results. And this is really cool because the majority of the people who are seeing the consistent results have spent a lot of time struggling in the markets, losing in the markets. So, what we're going to do in this quick, short breakdown is just highlight the three main points that you, as a trader, might want to focus on to start getting some results in the market. And what we're going to do is actually focus in on this screen here and get straight into it. So I have my good friend, my buddy, my business partner, one of our awesome traders with Elevated FX, Dre Day FX on the call. And what's really cool about Dre is his backstory. And the powerful thing as well about the story is how the tools that we're using right now, the very tools that you're going to see today, are the same tools that he's using to trade the markets, get consistent results, and even trade other people's money, which is ultimately the focus of what we do here at EFX. So, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to jump into a just a backstory about what it is that we focus on. And then what Dre will do is he's going to describe and show you how to use one of the tools here at EFX. And then I'm going to show you another tool and how we combine it all so that we can get results in the market. So when we first got into this space, it was a lot of noise. I think it was binary options that we first got started off with, and it was cool. It was fun. I think Dre was telling his story about that last week, just how much money he was able to generate as well, and then how quickly he lost it because he lost his edge in the market. So what we're going to talk about is maybe a little bit unorthodox, right? You might think that this is something where, hey, it's just let me just jump in and run it, and then, I'm gonna try this for a week, I'm gonna try this for a month, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna take myself to another thing, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna bring myself there. Listen to the words I'm saying. It's really cool that I'm saying it that way because I know that's what the majority of you do, right? You don't slow down and actually absorb what's right in front of you and be able to implement it in a way to make it work for you. This is a market that so many years, so many people have lied to you and told you, hey, you could just jump in here and make money. They were trying to sign you up into an MLM or trying to get you to build a downline when all you really wanted to do was learn the skill set, learn to trade. All right. And I have been through it. I know you've been through it. Dre has been through it as well. And our other business partners, our other teammates have been through the same exact thing as well because we've been in this space long enough to know um, what to do now. And we've been able to slow down, do it for ourselves. And now we're able to give give some experience back so that you, as a person who's maybe on your journey or you're maybe just getting started out, you don't need to make all of the same mistakes that we used to make. So the first thing, which is unorthodox, that I'm going to tell you to do is to slow down, is to generate the right type of mindset in this space. You must develop a bulletproof mindset for you to actually succeed in this space, right? Because the market itself moves 6 trillion, $7 trillion per day at this point. So what that means is there's a lot of money flying around. But what it also means is there's a lot of money flying around that's trying to take it from you because that's inherently what's going on in the foreign exchange market. It's an exchange of energy. It's an exchange of money. And the way that I can put it that I learned from one of my mentors is the foreign exchange market is a financial instrument that's designed to take money away from dumb money and transfer it to smart money. And what that means is it's a transfer of energy from people who are impatient to the people who are patient. It's a transfer of energy from people who don't know what's going on to people who do know what's going on. And notice I didn't say, oh, you got to have a lot of money to be doing that, to participate, because you and I both know you don't need a lot of capital in 2022 to trade, because you can buy the money from prop firms. And maybe if you didn't know that, we're going to show you examples of that too, where you can see regular people just like you literally tapping into 25,000, 50,000, $100,000 of other people's money, which is really smart. So money is no longer the actual problem. The skill set is the challenge. The tools that you're using to find an edge is truly the challenge. So the first thing that you want to do is adopt a bulletproof mindset. The second thing is you want to create a consistent cash flow by utilizing tools, right? From using the Forex market, which is a tool in itself, by using different indicators, which make sense to you because you slowed down, you've back tested, you've forward tested, you've split tested all sort of scenarios. You didn't even have to go blow your money like you thought you did, because you can actually slow down and learn to build a game plan, a trading plan that fits your personality, right? That fits your greed, right? Because some people they want more than others. Some people are more lax and more nonchalant. So you have to find what type of personality you even have, so you can do well in this market. All right. So the second thing you want to do, like I said, is to build a plan by using tools, whether that's fundamental analysis, staying away from news events, trading 2, 3 pairs. Maybe the Forex market is not your market. Maybe indices is your market. You understand? So you want to have that second piece in place as well, so that you know that this is about building yourself a game plan for your own family, for your own personality. You can't get up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, maybe, right? Maybe you can't get up for 9 a.m. because you have a job still, right? That's part of your cash flow. That's part of your game plan. Don't let somebody tell you, oh, you shouldn't have a job. You should be a boss. Listen, man, it's part of the process. Before you even get there, you have to use the tools, and the job is a tool. It just depends on how you use it. Use the job. Don't let the job use you, right? Don't go to work all day and then come home and you can't get nothing done. Go to work, do what you got to do to get the bag, and then utilize that money to make other baby money. And number 3 is to multiply and scale the business. So multiplying the insight that you have, multiplying funded accounts that you have to be able to scale your actual trading business. So like I said, the first thing that you want to do is adopt a bulletproof mindset. This is not for the weak. It ain't. You're not going to make it. Okay? It is for the person who says, I want to create something powerful for my family. I want to create generational wealth for my family. It's for these type of people. So if this is not you and you just want to make an extra $500, look, there's McDonald's hiring right now. I promise you they'll get you another extra $500 check.
Yeah.
This is for the people who realize how certain families have created generational wealth. They know that it took time and it took skills and it took tools like this, right? The foreign exchange market, the real estate market, being able to invest into different bonds, things like that, right? So, number 1, adopt a bulletproof mindset. That means you decide what type of trader you want to be. You decide how much income you believe you can create on an annual basis, on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis. You write that down for you, and it's not for anybody else. You can't compare your chapter 2 to somebody else's chapter 13. You have no idea how long their book is, and you don't know how long your book is, right? We're here to just participate in the now. So you focus on the 3 skill sets: mindset, generating cash flow, and then investing, in that order. I mean, you could try to do it any other way. I'm giving you my experience. You could try to invest without cash. It's not going to work too well. You can try to generate cash flow with the wrong mindset, and you're going to stay at your job. You understand? So you must adopt a mindset that you decide what you're going to do, You create a game plan within that mindset. You're growing a game plan with the job, with the hustles, with the businesses, with something like Elevated FX, and you use tools to generate consistent results. Right? We're using things like Enigma. We're using things like a trade manager. We use things like fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and we use these tools in combination with the foreign exchange market to get cash flow. We use affiliate income to generate cash flow, right? And then we take that and then we multiply it. Very, very powerful. So what we're gonna do is jump straight into a screen share, and I'm gonna allow Dre Day FX to take it away and show you one of the tools that we use on a consistent basis that regular people just like you and I are using to crush it in the market, right? And this is stuff that I use. I don't trade without it. These are things that our community uses. They may or may not trade without it. I'm just telling you what I do, right? And listen to the words that I'm using so that you can gain from it, right? If the president of the United States told you to take this pill and just swallow it, you can decide not to listen. I'm telling you some game here. If if your teacher back in high school told you you're a loser, you sit down, it's never going to happen for you. You can decide to listen to that teacher 15 years ago, and you're still listening to that teacher today. You decide. So what we're going to do is get you from one side of the mindset to another side, and then also show you how to actually use these tools in a constructive way to get consistent results. So Dre,
Yes.
I'm gonna open up the screen share for you, bro, and you can take it away with Enigma AI.
Perfect. Thanks for the introduction, Carl. So my name is Dre Day FX. My real name is Andre Derribo, but we call me Dre Day FX as always. So what I'm going to do here is show you how, first of all, the Enigma AI works and how you're going to see it on your TradingView account. And you're going to see it's really simple to understand and to use. Okay. So first, I'm just going to do a back test, back a replay of GU that we have here, and that was from May 18th here. So that was last Thursday, last Wednesday. Sorry about that. So there was a few signal that was sent out here during our actual call that we had last week that we're gonna see together. So I'm just gonna start the replay here. Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna zoom in so everyone can see. Perfect. Okay, so how it works. So basically you have this candle that this is the candle that generate the alert. Okay, so you're gonna receive the alert an hour after. Okay, so this is the actual trigger candle that gives you the alert here. So you have the stop loss, you have the entry, and you have the TP zones. Okay, so since it's a buy signal, you have the TPs above. If it's a sell signal like this one, it will be above downwards. Okay, so let's continue. So in this example here, you have it's already hit TP1. So if you had market execution here, most of my trades personally, I do market execution. But if you had entered that trade when it was out, that was at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you will be already in TP1 and almost TP2. And now just reverse, but let's continue. So basic and okay. So now you have another entry here for another
All
buy.
right, pause. I like to comment while all
Yes.
this is going on so people can see it real time and then we can actually engage as well.
Yes.
Type in the number 1 in the chat somewhere if you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook. and you visually can see um, what's going on the charts, and you can see the money that is possible to be generated just from what Andre has shown so far. We have three printed trade alerts that have shown so far. We have a sell, we have a buy, and we have another buy that is happening as we speak, but it's not live. This is a replay, right?
Yeah.
Uh, what what it is that I want to highlight is it's like an open book exam. Is that what you're showing me, Andre? It's like an
Exactly.
open
Yes.
book. As we
So
all went to school and we had open book exams where we can see everything, and then we had to decide whether we wanted to copy what was there or not. Now, I'm gonna use these words. You do not copy and paste any alerts from any human being or any robot. What you do is you use it in conjunction with confluence that makes sense to you. So where it places a stop loss there, you can decide to have a bigger stop loss. You can decide to have a smaller stop loss. That's up to you and your trading plan. You might take a look at that and say, hey, that's a 30 pip stop loss. I'm not going to take the trade. Or GBP USD is going in an uptrend. I don't want to take any sells. You see what I'm saying?
exactly.
So that's really, really powerful for you who's watching this right now to see like this is like an assistant. It's like a buddy. And that's what I'm saying. When you have an assistant and a buddy who's giving you, it's like whispering in your ear and saying, hey, I think that GBP USD is going up, and this is the credentials. These are parameters that you can use to get into the trade. Now it's up to you as an entrepreneur, as a boss who's running a forex business, right? You are running a business, so you're going to experience losses and you're going to experience wins as well. You have to decide how it is that you're going to take this trade and how much that you risk on it as well. Very, very powerful.
Exactly. And basically, you don't need to stay on the 1 hour chart because the signals are sent out on the 1 hour chart, right? But you could go on the lower time frame to decide if it makes sense to take that trade, or you could go on the like a bigger uh, time frame to see if exactly if the market is going to that direction or not. Give you a quick a pointer on that. Okay. Perfect. So let's continue. Uh, let's see how this one went. So it went to TP1. Boom. TP2. So if we look at the market structure, it was an uptrend here overall. So let's continue here. Let's speed it up. So it almost hit TP3, but if you had uh, our trade manager that Carl will show in a few minutes, you would still be in the trade. And as you could see, it hit TP3 right there on this candle. So you would still be in the trade because it never went to your stop loss. And you would still be trailing the trade here. Okay. Just gonna speed it up, but close it out. And that was it here for the signals here.
Where's the
So
price at? Where's the price for GU right now?
right now,
That's powerful. Oh,
yeah, it's right there.
um, okay. So, do you want to get into the process of what you do on a weekly basis to decide a direction for a pair as part of your game plan, and then why this correlates as well with what's going on these US dollar crosses?
Yeah. So what I do here and what I offer to all of our members here is the commitment of traders, aka the COT.
How's it
So
going, John? John said hello. What's up, John?
yeah, thumbs up, thumbs up. Perfect. So what I do here is that I look at the actual future market of each of the currencies, and I put it all together to have an actual forex bias because the forex industry is a combination of one currency to another, right? So you have to put all the things together to get an actual bias. And where you're gonna have those details here, I'll always put them on our weekly COT update in Discord. So give you an example for this week. So this is the actual pairs that I would look at for the week. And you have the big movers. So what is the big movers is the actual currencies separately that are moving the most correlation with the commercial contracts, the commercial for futures. So
So
for
what
this,
you're doing is you're doing fundamental analysis, which is
yeah,
what actually moves the market. It's
hmm
not a bunch of candles. It's actual import export from countries deciding how they're going to handle their currency exchange. That's really what's going on.
exactly,
So you're using that data to have a bias and line as a tool, right? This is a tool with another tool to make it easier for you to trade
hmm
forex.
yeah,
Is that what you said?
and exactly. And if we're looking at the actual pair that we were looking at, it was GU, and that was for the last week. And if you look at what I told last week before the actual move was done, that was on the 18th, 19th, and that was on the 14th. So I always do my analysis in the weekends, and I put it there before market opened on Sunday night. And I did say the GU was going to move, and that the GBP pair was a big mover for the week. And exactly what happened is a big move, an upside.
And it's probably going to continue to trend that way because the
Exactly.
US
Yeah.
dollar is pulling down
Exactly.
right now
Yeah.
as we speak. Okay.
That's right. So I do use computer traders, and I do use moving averages or the other instruments that are already free that anyone can use on our MT4, MT5, and I really base my trading on those to make a decision on if I'm going up or down in the market overall.
Okay, cool. Awesome. I see you have another tab over there open.
Mhm.
Can you, for the new, there's new people who are probably watching this, and for the people who've seen this before, you do know that we use other people's money to focus on trading, right? And this is something that wasn't available to us all up until maybe 3 years ago. And now it's like I was gonna say a pandemic, but it's not. It's like an epidemic where these prop firms are just popping up left and right, and you can. It's very, very smart to use other people's money to trade, but you must know what you're doing, right? I see a lot of people rushing into these prop accounts like most of us would do, and
Mhm.
just banging their heads at it, trying to pass, right? Uh, and that's just the wrong way to go about it. I was giving an example last week on a call where when you have a job to do, right? This is a business that you're running. You
Mhm.
have tools that you can use to get it done in an efficient way. So what you want to do is slow down, learn what you need to do first, build a game plan. You say, I'm gonna keep repeating myself because it's just like repeating these candlesticks. These are all fractals. I'm gonna keep repeating myself so that you get it that all that we do and successful traders do is they have adopted a mindset where you know what you want to get out of the market. You understand your yearly goals. You know exactly what type of capital it takes to get there. And then you build a game plan, a very disciplined game plan to attack it. And then once you start getting results, you just multiply those efforts and scale your business. So by by showing you this right now, most people, what you'll do, and I know it, you're watching this right now, you're like, yo, I can't wait to get started. I can't wait to join them and pay them the lowest amount of money possible, which is going to stop soon too, and then go buy a funded account and get wrecked 3, 4 times in a row, right? Or you're probably already getting wrecked because you haven't slowed down and understand how to use something first. So, Drake, can you share a bit of what you're doing with FTMO right now
Yes. Open that.
on one of your accounts.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna give you a little backstory of the actual process that I had with FTMO. So before I was using my own analysis and trying to pass a challenge, and you see that you're able to get money for like a fraction of the cost, right? Like less than 10% of the actual amount that you're getting.
John
So
just said, "Are you trading with a prop firm?"
yeah,
Yeah, this is part of the formula.
exactly,
We focus on using other people's money, and you trade with that money. You withdraw it in Bitcoin, and you do really cool stuff with that after. That's what we do here at EFX.
exactly. So I'll show you exactly a few of the challenges that I unfortunately didn't pass, and you're gonna see the big difference of applying uh, my personal knowledge on top of Enigma and what big difference it made for my trading. Okay, so this is one of my first attempt on FTMO, and as you can see, it's not a good graph to have. It's going down. If it was the opposite, it would be perfect, but it's not the case. And as you can see, I didn't pass half of the requirements here, and that was in 16 days of trading. And you're gonna see the amount of trade that I took for 16 days. That's too much. 103 trades. That's a lot. Um, and that's I'm just gonna look at another account here, and then I'll go on the latest one. So I'll show you the one of the last before the actual current challenge that I did. This one was a little bit better, but this one I would have passed this one. But the reason why I stopped is because I was really down on myself because I was trying to pass the challenge and it didn't work. So I said, "Oh, I'll let it. I'll let it."
Let me ask you this.
Yeah,
This is funny. And John, to answer your question, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what business to invest in because this is, you can do all the prop firms. That's like
exactly,
saying, hey, somebody's knocking on your door and they want to give you money, and then you're saying, who do I take the money from? You should take it from everybody. You should
yeah.
take it from
At
all
that
the prop
point,
firms. There
because
doesn't
right now there's no restriction on how many you could join. So
Right, but you want to know that I would say a caveat. There are bad prop firms. There are scams
exactly,
out there.
yes. So you
So
have to do your due
do
diligence
your due
before.
diligence, do your research, do your homework. Slow down, right? Slow down to speed up. So you can do whatever you want.
Exactly,
Here at EFX, we use a combination of a lot. That's why I'm talking. The next part is to multiply and scale these efforts. So,
exactly. And
Trey,
the
this is funny.
yeah, the reason why I took this one, the FTMO challenge specifically, because they had a good track record overall. Okay,
So
so
to piggyback off of what you said,
mhm,
you were doing this challenge,
mhm.
and then while you were doing the challenge, you decided, forget it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna make it.
no.
Let's
Even though
just
it was good data, but no. Like I said, yeah.
listen. If
I'm
you're
just gonna
watching this right now and you're one of the people who have traded before and realized, man, I'm just continuously losing, and then you get to a point when you look at your account, you're in that one last trade that you thought you was gonna make it, and it's not going your way, and you say, you know what, man, forget this. I don't care anymore anyway. This is wild because it happens
imagine.
to so many traders, and
Yeah.
being having experienced it myself and you experienced it yourself, this is part of the game, and you got to get out of that mindset quick. It's quick.
Exactly. And I was almost at like what 4%, so halfway, almost halfway there, the target, but I just had to forget about it. So then I use the Enigma system AI with my framework. My framework did work, okay, but you have to remove the emotion in the market to trade. And what Enigma AI is helping people do is to remove their emotion. They just have to wait and look at the alert coming in. If it makes sense to take it, you take it. And it already give you an actual TP zone to take your trade. So if you're a scalper, you could take like a few pips and get out. If you're a swing trader, you could take the trade and just write it out, whatever you want. But me, I'm mostly an actual scalper. Okay, so that's why in the first challenge you see that I was doing 103 trades and whatnot. Okay, but if you look at this challenge, that's the one that I passed. Look at this curve. This is a healthy curve, still going up. You're still going to lose some trades, but you're still in profit. And
Yeah,
what's
you're
and
supposed to lose money when you trade
exactly,
forex.
you're not gonna
I'm
you're
gonna
not
say
gonna
it for the people in the back that's not paying
yeah,
attention. You're
exactly.
supposed to lose. Okay, y'all don't want to lose nothing. You're supposed to lose. It's a balance of energy. You're supposed to just lose a lot less than you make, win a lot
Exactly.
more than you lose, and with that math, you win. And I'm not even talking about winning percentage. You could win 30% of your trades and have a curve that goes up. You could
Exactly.
win 45% of your trades and have a curve that goes up. You do not have to win all of your trades. You're supposed to lose. Say that again. Listen, type in the number 3 in the chat if you realize you're supposed to lose. Say, I am supposed to lose. I'm just supposed to lose a lot less than I make.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to lose.
Because to win in the forex game, someone needs to lose on the other end. If everyone's wins their trade, there's no money in the market. So yeah, so I'm just gonna break down the trades. And what is really funny on this one, I said, okay, we said that you don't you have to lose, right? But on this challenge, I lost on purpose. Why? Because I wanted to get the 10-day out of the way. And as you could see, the trades that I lost, it was a few cents. One, two, and
Just
three.
because you had to take the trade to
Exactly.
for
So
out for
basically, all of my trades I won. The actual trades I won all of them.
yes, sir.
And look at the matrix. So 66% win rate. And yeah, those numbers are crazy. And only took 15 trades. So if we remove the 3 trades that I took in the minus, I always actually took 12 trades in 10 days.
Which is dramatically different than what you were doing before. Hundreds of
Exactly.
trades.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I passed the challenge, and then you have the verification phase. So the verification phase is half of the percentage of the target on the challenge. So it's 5% instead of 10%. And this one I took my time. Seriously, I really took my time. It took me like 20 days because I knew that if I pass the challenge, I pass the verification, hands down. With the tools that we have here and the knowledge that we're gonna give you, if you're a newbie with our FX mastery, with our educators, you're gonna be able to pass multiple challenges or multiple prop firm as long as you follow your own rules. Okay. So as you can see, I passed it. Everything good. You see, I passed it at 47% win rate. Okay. And now I am fully funded, and this is my funded account. And I started trading it, I would say Sunday, and I'm already at almost 5%. And my first payday is next week.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go into a quick little screen share of what was going on last week when we were
Yes.
live on this call. And you guys can take a look at this. This is a trade that popped up while we were um, having having this meeting last Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday night.
Yeah.
As you can see, is Wednesday night, and around 9 we go live. So 10 p.m. this trade idea came up, and because of all the confluence that aligned, of course, right? You could basically let me just draw what actually happened because people tend to forget, and then we need to just come back and show you. So this trade gave you a 1 to 3 risk reward setup from the initial entry, and then the market since then, since last Wednesday, has gone down to this point. So, not saying that anybody's holding it that long, right? But there's a 1 to 6 risk to reward, and individually there were one, two. This is another one, right?
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
you can manage it however you want to. I'm just going to count the 1 to 3s, risk to rewards. You got another 1 to 3 risk to rewards. So you had 3 trades from just this one pair. And yesterday, another trade idea printed for USD Swiss, and it hit take profit one. It's in consolidation right now. So you could decide how to manage the trade, right? If you're already in this is not something I would recommend somebody take right now. That's
Yeah.
probably your problem. If you're watching this and you're like, oh, I need to take the trade. No, this setup already did what it was supposed to do. It actually created revenue for quite a bit of people, and now the market is consolidating. So you wait, you sit on your hands, you do nothing. You allow it to do what it's going to do next, right? So I wanted to share that real quick, and then jump into a screen share of another powerful tool that we're using to generate these results and have so many people use these results. But before I do, I want to actually show you um, that trade, right? This was what date was that?
That was the 18th.
That was the 18th of this
So
month,
that the first move, yeah, this the first
right
move,
here,
right?
the 18th of this month. We were live, and our brother Seuss is not on the call right now, but Seuss was like, "Bro, I just clicked the button. I just y'all know Seuss, bro. I just everything aligned. I was waiting for this setup. DSY is going down. The Swiss is strong on the futures contracts. I'm taking the sell, and I'm taking the sell, bro. So Seuss took the sell. Okay, Seuss Seuss took the sell, and he made $400 on one of those positions.
Yeah, and then 391.
He took 2 different positions because you guys, we
Yeah.
can't make this up, right? I can't Photoshop this live right in your face on the Discord. There's 2 different entry prices. So he took 2 different trades, and they both closed for 391, right? And then $406, which I'm not sure what balance that is, but that's somebody's rent. Okay,
Mm.
that's somebody's rent right now, and that's what I'm saying. You take your time and understand, overstand what it is that we're attempting to share with you. Right, the people who have been struggling the most are the ones who are seeing results. You've been struggling so long; it's refreshing to see results. Right, so I'm gonna leave this here right now, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up. Um, the other buddy,
Yes.
the trade manager, the other friend that we use on a regular basis to alleviate more of the process of trading. Because one of the challenges with trading, right? Everybody who watching this can agree is I don't know where to get in, right? Maybe you don't know where to get in. You're not there yet, or you do know where to get in, but you are emotional about it. So you get out and you get back in, and you get out and you get back in. It's the same setup, but you done took 9 trades off of this one setup. And the second part is managing the position after the trade is actually running. So what I'm going to do is pull up the trade manager so you can see how that system works and how you can utilize it to get an edge in the market as well.
Okay, very small. Perfect.
Okay, so got it.
Yes.
And I'll just let it play um, right now. So what you're watching is a tool that you literally get inside of the markets that can manage the trades for you on a cloud VPS. And what you're seeing it do just on the replay right there is put your stop loss at break even after you tell it to, and then it's trailing the trade as well based on the settings that you tell it to, so you don't have to, right? Daniel, I just said
Yeah.
this. It's a part of the game. Actually, that seems like a question you should just ask us directly on Discord. Like we're right there. Once the alert is sending on TradingView, you set the limit order, but you're saying the trade has already happened. No, you don't have to wait any longer. That's what I was just saying.
No.
That's what I was just saying. If a trade has already expired, you don't need to chase the market. Let it come to you. That means that opportunity is gone. You're going to wait
Yeah.
for a new opportunity to take another trade for sure. All right. So again, a quick little replay of what this trade manager does and has the capability of doing. It has the ability to take partial profits so you don't have to, right? It has the ability to move the stop loss to break even so you don't have to. It has the ability to trail it in a way that you design it as well so you don't have to. So the really cool thing is these are two different automation tools. One is helping you see what's going on in the market, right? So you can make sound decisions that way. You do not copy and paste. It helps you see. It's like a buddy. It's like a guide. And then the second one takes over the other emotional part, which is like, dang, I got to stay here all night and make sure my trade goes into profit before I could do anything. I have to sit here all night and wait until I can move it to break even. Like, oh my goodness. I remember one night, it was catastrophic. It was GBP CAD.
Hmm.
And I over leveraged because I was a jerk. I was a jerk. I used to be a jerk. I over leveraged. It was one of those days. Nah, you're gonna tell the truth. That's what this is about, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It was GBP CAD. The market was going down, but I didn't know where to get in, right? I didn't know that the market would pull back first and then allow me a better entry, a premium price to sell. I didn't understand that. So candle close, what did they used to tell you? The candle close, that's your entry. Yeah, right, bro. So I over leveraged. It pulled back on me. I remember closing the trade and I took it again. And they did one of those things where they grabbed liquidity, they just threw the wick up. And I freaked out. I said, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna put on the biggest lot size that I could possibly put. You ever put you
Yeah.
you are hitting the button and your trader, the thing is telling you you don't even have no more margin.
Yeah.
It says the lot size is too big. The margin is not
Yeah.
enough. You
It
can't
gives you
take
a
it.
sound like.
Bro, you look, listen, I'm trying to throw a standard. It's like it's too big. I put 80 cents. Boom, sell. Nah, nothing. 75, take it. Word. And then the trade goes in your favor, right? Finally. It goes
Mhm.
into in your favor. But you just lost so much money that one position needs to make everything back right
Back.
now,
Yeah.
or else this forget forex. It don't work.
Mm.
So you don't take profit. You don't manage the trade after. You don't even have a plan. You just winging it at this point, and then
Right.
the market pulls back like it's supposed to. It's an ebb and flow, and now it comes back to your entry, and you just wasted your time again. This is what happens religiously in the markets. And if you're watching this right now and you don't feel what I'm saying, maybe it hasn't happened to you yet. Thank God, right? But for the people who have been through it and know exactly what I'm talking about, this is why these tools exist. The education here with Elevated FX is designed to help you slow down and actually understand, overstand what's going on so that when you do lose, you realize it's okay because it's supposed to happen. It's okay to lose. You could have had all the confluence in the world, all of the things lined up, the moon aligned for you, and you took the trade and it went the other way. That happens. So as a professional trader, you're supposed to just take the L, right? Have your stop loss, your parameters in place, and just take the L. And then the next week, that same scenario happens. You're supposed to do the same thing again, and that one will give you a 1 to 9, 1 to 10 risk to reward. This is what a lot of people are missing. You think it is just, hey, I'm just gonna come in here and just wing it.
No, it's not gonna
You
work.
absolutely must develop a bulletproof trading mindset and realize that when you lose, somebody wins. When you win, somebody loses, and you're running a trading business. That's what they forgot to tell you. This
Yeah.
is a business. So you have losses that are acceptable and you have wins that are acceptable. You generate more than you lose, you have a profitable business. You lose more than you generate, you're going to be spinning your wheels for years trying to figure out what's going on. So this is what we absolutely love to do here at EFX, is to help what I call get people baptized in the market. Because
Yeah.
create a free account at EFX if you're not already in, and at least take the time to watch the free videos on the dashboard. A lot of you who may be in the system don't even know that there's free videos directly on the dashboard. I'm actually going to log in there
Yeah.
right now and show you what I mean. Watch those videos and absorb what it is that's being shared with you so that you can start to think a little different, because it's really the thinking
Yeah.
that changes everything for you. It's really the thinking, it's the thought process, it's how you go about what you do that helps you create results. All right.
And you have to make sure that you're not coming in forex to gamble, because if you want to gamble, go to the casino. It's not for you.
They got free parking at the
Yeah,
casino.
free parking at the casino, and they're gonna give you some drinks, sometimes for free. You never
They
know.
give you
But
free drinks, parking at the casino.
yeah, exactly. But here we're here to teach you the right way to trade and to actually create an actual framework of trading for you to win at the end, right? Because we're going to show you some different tools. We have the tools that we show you today, but there's other tools that you have on your trading account that may help you get to another level. You never know. It could be a RSI, it could be a MACD, it could be a moving average, it could be anything. But you have
Absolutely.
to sit down and learn everything in forex before jumping on like a platform of FTMO, because if you don't know exactly a candlestick is or how the market moves, you're gonna get wrecked for sure.
But even the people who do know, again, there are
Yeah,
people who
exactly.
this
That too.
for 5, 6, 7 years. There's people who's been trying to trade for 2 years. There's people who've been trying to trade for 6 months. There's people who've been trying to trade for 3 years. I don't know where you are in your journey. That's why I always say don't compare your chapter 1, your chapter 2 to somebody else's chapter 9 or 13 in their own book, right? This
Exactly.
is a market that literally, as long as you understand what's going on and then you are disciplined and you're not just recklessly doing things, it can work for you. So absolutely. Um, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually wrap up this call
Yeah.
and not stay too long on these kind of calls. This is 10 p.m. already. We're already at an hour.
Mm.
Wow. I thought this was gonna be 30 minutes. So we're already at an hour. And what we want to do is just help you realize that there is a certain process to this, but by utilizing the tools that you just seen here, by creating a free account at Elevated FX right now, click the link below if you haven't already done so, and jumping in and binge watching this just like y'all watch Ozark. Binge watching this just like you watch that new Netflix show. Dude, it's a transfer of energy. I don't even know
Yeah.
what's going on in the playoffs right now because I watch the highlights. I used to
Yeah.
be watching
Same
every
here.
game. Ain't nobody got time for that right now. I'm doing this so I could be courtside with
Yeah.
I want to be courtside with Chef. Don't y'all want to be courtside with Chef Curry? So by slowing down, you get to speed up. By locking in, you get to create. By creating an account here and absorbing all this stuff, And then maybe if you're brand new, just take the time. We're here to help you. We're right here to help you, as you can see in the community every day. Ask your questions in there, right? And we can engage and help you build your plan so that you can start seeing consistent results in the forex market and stop blowing countless accounts, going into crazy drawdowns, have no idea what's happening, and then blaming it on the broker every time, right? Oh, the broker stopped me out. Nah, bro, you stopped yourself out the moment you clicked the button. That's you.
Yeah, that's you. That's
So,
your
Dre, you have
decision.
anything else you want to add before we close
Uh,
this down and go into the charts ourselves? Because we got some work to do, sir.
yeah, no, it's just lock in, guys. Make sure that to create your free account if you didn't do that yet. But like I said, you saw my process specifically, and the result of our members here. Just if you want to join, it's the time to do because we're gonna crush a lot of good things in the next couple of months here.
All right. So, God bless. You guys stay awesome, and we will see